Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Our lesson objectives are to review the definition of verbs and to put regular verbs into the past tense. If you've missed any of my other videos about verbs, I'll leave a link in the description box below to my Parts of Speech playlist so that you can check them out. Here are 3 things that you should know about verbs. First, a verb is a part of speech. Second, a verb is an action word. It's something that you can do. And third, all verbs have a tense, and the tense tells you when the action takes place. Let's take a look at some examples of verbs. All the words you see on this list are examples of verbs. They all describe actions. They all tell things that you can do. The words are clean, play, open, sail, walk, talk, jump, kick, count, add, subtract, point. Now let's talk about tense. Today we're learning about the past tense. If a verb is in the past tense, that means that the action has happened already. It happened in the past. That's why it's called the past tense. It's very easy to put a regular verb into the past tense. You just add the letters ed to the end of the verb, like this. All of these verbs are now in the past tense, which means they are words that tell about an action that has already happened. One thing that is really interesting and special about the past tense ending ed is that it can sound 3 different ways. I added the same letters ed to all of these words, but the letters ed will sound 3 different ways. In the first column, the letters ed make the sound of a letter d, duh. For example, you would read this word cleaned, played, opened, sailed. In the second column, the ed ending will actually make the sound of a t, t. So for example, I would read this word walked, talked, jumped, kicked. Last, the ed ending can make the sound of a short e plus a d, literally ed. So I would read this word counted, added, subtracted, pointed. Now, you're going to sort these past tense verbs into verbs where the ed sounds like the letter D on the end, verbs when the D sounds like a letter T on the end, and verbs when the ed makes the sound of a short E plus D on the end. Here's what you'll need: a piece of paper and something to write with. You're gonna fold your piece of paper so that you have 3 columns. So you're gonna only need to fold it twice. And 2. Then you're going to label your paper. In the first column, you'll write a letter D. In the second column, a letter T. And in the last column, ED. To help you out, I will let you know that there are going to be 5 words where the ED makes the sound of a letter D. there are going to be 4 words where the ed makes the sound of a letter T, and there are only going to be 3 words where the ed makes the sound of a short E plus the letter D. So this is what your paper should look like. If you want to pause the video so that you can make yours, that's a good idea. And once again, here is that list. So again, try pausing the video so that you can sort these words into the 3 different columns. Good luck. Hopefully you've had time to put these words into the 3 different columns. I'm going to show you my answer key and read each word aloud so that you can hear again the 3 different ways that an ed ending can sound. In the first column, we have past tense verbs where the ed ending makes the sound of the letter D. Those verbs are closed, smiled, sparkled, frowned, climbed. Next, I'm going to read you the past tense verbs where the ed ending makes the sound of a T. The words are blinked, looked, raked, brushed. And last, I'm going to read you the past tense verbs where the ed ending makes the sound of a short E and a D. Those words are ended, started, planted. I hope that you were able to learn a lot from today's video. The most important things I want you to remember are that verbs are action words, and to put a regular verb into the past tense, just add the letters ed to the ending. That's all that I have for you today, but I will see you in my next video. Bye for now!